Good afternoon. This is Joe Krutsinger with our weekly video. This is on BarNone for currency futures. This is an update. On February the 4th of 2016, I introduced BarNone using 60-minute bars and as a swing system on 4 currencies. I thought it'd be great to look at a blind walk forward of those 4 markets and see how they've done with no recalibration at all, and see if what we can determine from the results from looking at that blind walk forward. Also, I want to discuss some optimization protocols that maybe you aren't aware of that probably will help you in your day-to-day trading. The 4 60-minute bar markets that I'm presenting today are the Canadian dollar, the Japanese yen, the British pound, and we'll get to those currencies right now. Whenever I do a presentation showing track records, I like to identify, of course, what kind of track records they are. First of all, whenever you develop a system, the records are hypothetical. They're simulated. It means the same. These are trades that have not been executed, that are generated by a strategy with the benefit of hindsight. Now, the next step I like to do is a blind walk forward. Now, these trades have not been executed either. They're generated by a strategy with the benefit of hindsight. But the input values have not been changed since a certain date. In this case, it's February the 4th, 2016. Hence, the trades, although they've not executed, are shown on unseen data. And of course, the best results are always real results. These are actual trades that have been filled at an exchange. You can get a PDF of this presentation so you can read all the disclaimers and see all the small print. Just shoot me an email at joecrut@gmail.com. Go to the etrackrecords.com website and go to the blog. Or if you're an owner of my system, go to the JK Members website where it's also posted as a PDF. Over the years, I've had clients ask me how to make their automation work faster in real time. And these are 4 small secrets that I think I should share with you. And it doesn't matter if you're trading with a Ninja or a TradeStation. I think these are just facts that you should use when you're trading off of a PC. First of all, never run optimizations on a real-time trading computer that has automated activation. Now, what that means is, if you want to do optimizations, I suggest do it on a separate machine, not hooked up to real data. In other words, if today is May the 4th, then have your data stop on May 3rd and don't hook it up to real-time data and do your optimizations on a separate login. That way, the machine will go very fast because it's not trying to pull that last data, and also it won't tie up the machine during the times when it's trying to send orders. Also, turn off and unplug the computer at least once per week to clear the video memory of all terminate and stay resident style charts. Now, TradeStation was written originally in the days of DOS and used to have terminate stay resident programs where the program would just stay in there all the time, and it stays up there in that video memory. The only way I know of to clear that is to take the power off. In other words, unplug the thing and let that video memory clean. If you don't do that, your machine's going to go very slow, and eventually it's going to freeze and lock up. A third thing is turn off all unnecessary indicators and close all unused desktops. If your indicators are updating on every tick, make them update every minute or something, and keep that processor from being used for stuff that you really don't need when you're trying to have real-time execution. And lastly, don't run any programs other than TradeStation or Ninja, whichever one, on a real-time automation computer. It makes so much sense because Windows is designed that whatever program you're working on is at the forefront, and it has the resources of your computer. So these 4 points should help you both in your optimization process and in your real-time automation. Just a review of the steps of development. The first thing you do when you're trying to write a strategy, you have to come up with that idea. The idea behind BarNone, for instance, was that every day of the week is important, and the different patterns within a system seem to be more important on certain days of the week, and to use the power of the computer to find the day of the week that each of those patterns is most important. Then we do an initial test, the simulated back test. Then we do the blind walk forward, which is what we're talking about today, a 15-month blind walk forward actually, which is a little more than I would do. I would probably, on a 60-minute bar, I would probably recalibrate it every 3 months. So you would have had 5 recalibrations instead of none. But that's just my process. And then, of course, the thing to do is your real-time validation, and which one do you pick to do in real time. Here's the blind walk forward on 15 months, and this is with no recalibration, and there is some commission and slip taken out of all 4 of these. Euro currency, Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, and British pound were just picked randomly. And let's take a look. First of all, the euro currency didn't make money, lost $819 over that 15 months. The yen made almost $2,000, $19.91. The Canadian dollar made $5.78, and the British pound was the big winner, $37.42, 74% gains and a profit factor 1.1. 47% of the trades were profitable. Now, using this detail, also the total margin requirements of doing all 4 of them was $11,000 plus your drawdown. So you know it's a very doable situation. But one of the things I would do with it is say, okay, I'd take a look at the British pound and the Japanese yen, and I'd probably recalibrate them every 3 months and take a look at that. And if I had to pick one or the other, of course, it would be the British pound. And that's always been my finding of what I call traditional currencies. The British pound gives you not only a currency play, but it gives you an oil play and an interest rate play because of the way the pound is structured. Also, when you're getting this euro exit thing, the British pound is going to have a big play in what it does in relationship both to the dollar and to the euro. So British pound, I think next year is going to be a big one to play, and this is bar none, I think shows that it walked forward the very best. Double. Now, whenever you need support, all you need to do is go to eTrackRecords.com, pull down the support tab, and follow the instructions. Also on eTrackRecords.com, you can pull down the blog and get these videos and get the PDFs anytime. I also have them now on YouTube, so you can just type in Joe space Krutsinger, and you can look it up on the website there, how to spell it, and you'll see my videos. So there's lots of ways to get the information now, and I'm trying to make it easier for you every day. We're going to shift gears now to the real-time disclaimer. Now, this is my little IRA account, and I change systems about every quarter. I have gone to the Razor on the YM, and this is the real-time record of my actual account traded in automation. As you can see, I made the background a little different color just to remind you that this one is real-time and it is different than the hypothetical simulations we normally look at. This shows that in the period, which is basically 30 days and 7 hours, there's been 13 trades, about a trade every other day type thing. 38% have been right, so it's less than half right. It has made $2.30 for every dollar it's lost, and the average winner is 369 to 1. In other words, the average winning trade is 333, and the average losing trade is only $90. Annual rate of return using the drawdown is a 208%, and it's only in the market about 5% of the time. That's pretty decent for something that's out of the market 95% of the time, and it has a stop loss of $150. So this is my favorite right now. I like the way it trades. I like knowing when it's going to get out. I like knowing what time window it's going to be trading in. And so those of you who are looking for something to trade, in a pure automation mode, I take a focus on the mini Dow on Razor right now. Of course, your next step is just call me directly, 913-334-2202, or you can send me a TeamViewer 9 codes that I can install Joe Krut, BarNone on the Currencies, or any of my systems for free for 14 days. Make sure you like them, make sure it really works for you, and make sure you've got a perfect copy. You can email me at joekrut@gmail.com, and of course our website is eTrackRecords.com. Well, good luck and great trading. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.